Hello, my darlings. Welcome to your daily short kiss, keeping it spiritually simple. I am going to do something slightly different today. I am using the Life Purpose Oracle cards, followed by the Light Seers Tarot for you. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Life Purpose deck and see what messages Spirit has for you, for us today. Thank you. They've already come out. And let's just take it from there, because Artist and Study has come out. It's very interesting, life purpose, because when we feel that we have a life purpose, when we know what we feel that life purpose is, then we are striving to make that successful, encourage it to grow. And therefore, we're always striving for the next stage of that life purpose. When we don't feel we know what our life purpose is, we're striving to find out what that life purpose is. And what Spirit has encouraged me to understand from my perspective of life, this is my realization that whatever our life's purpose is, it is entirely different from the concept of the mind that's confused and in a juxtaposition with what society feels is success and growth, and what the soul feels is successful and evolving and growth. Now, bring in then the element of the only constant in our life is change. Nature is the greatest teacher for us with that. And when we apply ever-evolving change to our life, it can appear that we are growing and evolving according to that change. Yes, we are. But when we are constantly focused on that future growth and that future success, in effect, we are identifying, we are defining ourselves as not being successful, not being purposeful, not having meaning until we achieve what we think we need to achieve. So it comes down to the mind says one thing, but the soul is encouraging us to do another and feel and be another. Our life's purpose is to embrace every change, every evolving situation in our life. Each one is a beautiful stepping stone for future understanding. And all of that future understanding is to encourage us to come back into the present, because actually we live in the perpetual present. And if we are always looking for that in order to not feel in lack, or this in the future to feel successful, in the definition of having the lack now, we're never going to achieve that or this. It's about seeing it as something, and I come back to creative expression. You will find your life's purpose in the present moment through the focus of self, through the focus of loving, doing things that you love, being in environments that bring you joy, deciding that actually in each present moment, Eckhart Tolle talks about this with the power of now, that there only ever is the now. And you can decide in each and every now moment how you are going to feel, where you are going to focus your attention, what are you going to do to create for yourself more experiences in the ever perpetual present of that of love and enjoyment. I did a reading earlier today for a wonderful woman and she enjoys riding. And I was using that as an analogy. Yes, perhaps in the olden days, we used to use horses so much more to get from A to B. But actually, one rides, she rides for the enjoyment of doing it. So through the enjoyment of doing something, you are living your life's purpose, because through that joyful appreciation, you are creating for yourself a joyous energy. And through that joyous, grateful energy, you are attracting to yourself more of the same. Pure joy attracts to itself pure joy. Pure love attracts to itself pure love. Pure creativity attracts to itself pure creativity. So it is about the acceptance of the ever-present now, not about what you can do to escape the now. I trust that that may help or resonate, because I understand that when we are looking or seeking or searching something, life's purpose, it can make us feel as if we are lacking, we are not good enough, we are not worthy. But what if we have simply come here to experience life in the physical as a sentient being that can move around, that has free will, that can choose? There is no great, meaningful purpose other than to awaken to the truth that we are life itself. We are living and breathing life itself. We are just as nature is. The flower doesn't dream of the bee. The flower blossoms and the bee comes. And that when we hold on to something very tightly, because we feel that things should work out a certain way in order for us to be successful, and we have to work hard at it, and we have to do everything that we can possibly do to make something happen, then we're forgetting about, we're doing a human doing, we're not being a human being. So I suppose my spiritual direction today is to enjoy the process, the application, the beautiful, loving, joyful effort that you desire and wish to give, and where you wish to focus your intention, and let everything else just come to you, the bee, the flower. So let's see what Spirit has come out with. The artist and study. Engage in artistic activities. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. And study is to say, reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. For me, and I'm seeing speaker, your life's purpose involves your skills of oration. For me, this is to say that whoever is resonating so far with this reading, well, with this spiritual direction and reading, don't be afraid to throw yourself into something with a joyous abandonment. Don't be afraid to do something that you feel is a side affair to the main affairs of your life. Don't be afraid to be a learner of something, to be a novice of something, to start again. The universe loves entrepreneurs. An artist is not just an artist who paints or draws. An artist is an art form. It is an art. It is beautiful. It is a descriptive expression of yourself. It is a way of the soul communicating, and whatever form that art form takes. It could be writing. It could be speaking. It could be designing, and I'm not a technological person, but designing something with computers, whatever it is that you are engrossed with and is an art form for you. It is a formation of artistry. It is a skill. And Spirit is encouraging you to lose yourself in the present moment, in your creative expression, with you being an artist. It is part of you. It is how the universe flows through you and speaks through you. It is your voice. If you engage and focus your attention on that and make that your joyous intent, despite perhaps what you are feeling is lack in your life, then what happens is that your thoughts, your focus is not going towards the lack. It's in the present moment with abundance, with emotional energy, emotion, feelings that are a magnet for more. You will be ever present in that present moment. It's a form of meditation. And we know that when we get lost in things that we love to do. And that through that creation, you are taking something that is the non-physical, and through the conscientious, loving, joyful effort that you are giving it, you are creating, you are making manifest, you are bringing it into the physical. So Spirit is encouraging you to develop your skills. Even if you feel that you are a learner, a beginner, a novice, well, I tell you something, darling, you're not. It's something that's inherent within you. It is something that is wanting to leap out of you. And the world is ready to hear it, see it, feel it, know it. It is your life's purpose to create, to make manifest that which is joyful for you. Because whoever it is going to resonate with is going to have an impact on them, but you've done it for yourself. So that is the main message for you today with this. To, as I say, Spirit says through me, creative expression is an individual representation of your soul's physical experience. Every time you are inspired to do something creatively, simply because you love it, your soul is coming out to say hi, an individual representation, representing itself. And success follows when you do something that you love. It doesn't have to be an extraordinarily big life purpose. You're not here to save the world or do something that you may feel that would be worthy. Each of us as souls have chosen a certain life path, have chosen to have certain interactions, certain relationships for the greatest good of all, for the greatest good of the entirety of the universal consciousness. And for many of us, some of the purposes that we decided to do as a soul in this lifetime, we will never know about as a human. A person who writes a book doesn't know the impact, who has read that book and what impact that might have on their life. But they write it from their creative expression. They write it from their soul. But the universe knows, God knows. So release the feeling that either you need to know if you don't know what your life's purpose is, and embrace instead the focus on what feels right for you and what brings you joy, because that in itself is part of the blueprint of your life's purpose. You may have come here to have engagement and interaction with people, to be their messenger. You may never know that, but you will do it all the same. You may have come to be a writer, to be an artist, to help with something that people can't do, to help people achieve something because you understand it. You may have come here and experience what you may perceive to be great failure in your life, but actually through your failure, you've learned to teach others how to be successful. There are many different layers to this, and it is not for us to know perhaps all the reasons why. It is for us to look on it with wonderment, and from that feeling of, do you know, perhaps that's the reason why, and then just to let it go. But life is extraordinary, and When we see it as such, when we see it as magical, when we see it that everything is connected like a spider's web, and the universe is always showing us that in order to encourage us not to feel fear about not knowing. And you are perfect as you are. You are a unique representation of the universe, of God, of source energy, and you are perfectly placed. You're exactly where you need to be. So relax into this present moment. There is nothing that you need to do, darling, to bring about what is intended for you in your life, other than to open your arms, embrace the space where you are now, embrace who you have been, embrace who you know will change in the future, but focus on the now, focus on the present, focus on making a statement for yourself that you are going to make it your primary intent to feel happy, to feel joyful, to be of service, to do for others, just because you can, or you wish, or you desire to do. And that's life's purpose. It's to come home to oneself with the understanding that actually, with a joyful energy, with a all-embracing energy of the present, we can be an unlimited supply of source energy and love and understanding. And that itself is a gift to us just as much as it's a gift to others. When we, though, do apply ourselves and we look to perfect that art form, and we look to always be open to learning, to evolving, to embracing the new, it is important, as I have learned, and I am still learning, to let go of any outcomes, to let go of aiming for this stage and aiming for that stage. Absolutely have a point of your desire, have a somewhere that you are saying, that is what I am working towards. But let go of feeling that until you get there, you are not successful. Let go of the outcome being the definition of success. Enjoy each step. Know that you're doing it for the love and enjoyment of it. When I started Veritas 3 years ago, and there is still an aspect of that, but it's much less now, had a focus on subscribers and building my subscribers. And I always felt when I reached there, oof, that would be amazing. And I'm really close to 10,000 now. When I focus on that, when I make that a focus of success, what happens is nothing happens. Subscribers go up a little bit, come down a little bit, go up. But when I draw my attention away from that and I hand it over to the universe and I have no desire for a certain outcome, suddenly my subscribers shoot up. And I also had a need for Veritas to be financially successful for me. And when I had that need, I was in a state of lack. But now I have engaged, and the universe has given me something at the weekend, which is a wonderful pursuit. And I'm going to call it a pursuit of happiness, but it is when I'm in it, I'm lost in it, and it's amazing. And it's the universe supporting me financially as well. And since that has happened, the Veritas channel is changing, it's evolving, because I am not focused so much on the lack. I am simply in a place of enjoyment. I read, my darlings, to be of service, but I read for myself. I read because when I'm connected such as this, when Victoria is connected such as this, I am empowered, I am love, I am the universe experiencing itself. I am not lost in life. I am lost in the joy of it. And so I read as much as myself as I do for others, but that is my point of joy. That is my present being moment, reading. I never wish to read because I should read. I read because I feel that inspiration, that moment of reading, that spontaneous, I feel like it now. And the point of this is to say that I was sitting before in the feeling of when this happens, it will be successful, but it is already a success. It is already something that is exactly as it's intended. It is already a joyous, energetic space. I love all of you who are so courageous and so willing to embrace new concepts and perspectives of life, that are not looking just to be told this is going to happen, because I wouldn't dream of saying to you, this is going to happen to you. But I can see the energy and I can see what is potentially there for you. But you are the master manifester of your life. You are the creator of your life. You are an artist. And we never stop learning. We never stop growing. And I feel that's my, I'm going to pull a little bit of the tarot. Let's just see what Spirit wants to say with regards to that. Thank you, Spirit. That wants to come out. So, beautiful energy. This is what Spirit is saying. The Knight of Pentacles. Get off the horse. There's no race. There's no finishing line. Enjoy the journey. It's not a journey per se. It's enjoy the ever perpetual present moment. Take it all in. Feel the grass beneath your feet. Oh, that's another one. We've lost the connection with Mother Nature through the invention of rubber soles. The next moment you can do this, get outside, go barefoot, ground yourself. Thank the universe for sending the healing energy up through the soil, through you. Release everything that you feel has a hold on you. Release it all. Send it out. You are exactly where you need to be. You are the Knight of Pentacles as an energy. Give value and time to the present moment, because the future is always going to be in the future. And I keep coming back, there is only ever the present moment. So look to be, set your intention to be grounded, connected, source energy, witnessing, observing, seeing what is there, seeing how life is unfolding, ever changing, ever unfolding for you. Take your time. This is no rush. This is no race. That's the Knight of Pentacles energy. And alongside of that, you've got the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. There is no, Spirit is asking you, look at the two different energies in this card. The Seven is about reflection. The Nine is about the reaching for. Focus your attention and energy on how you want to grow, but with the appreciation of what already has grown in your life and is there right there for you to pick. Many of these pentacles represents the gifts that you have developed, the skills that you have developed, the experiences that you can share with others. And the world needs that. It needs that experience. And your misconception, your disillusionment is that you don't think you're good enough or that you're able to do that. That's the Seven of Swords. But it's just a transitionary time. But if you continue to joyfully embrace what you have already in your life. And that, my darling, is you first and foremost. You've forgotten about yourself. You've forgotten about how you are perceived by others. You have forgotten what you bring to this world, what you bring to your family, what you bring to your friends. Focus on that. Don't blush or be embarrassed by who you are. You're perfect. You're exactly as you're intended to be. And the universe is looking to show that to you. So have all the confidence that you have chosen something as a soul, and that you will be shown, you'll be guided. The universe will give you everything you need to support yourself. I'm just going to finish with one card. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like the universe is trying to show you some form of truth, and you keep, with the Seven of Swords, keep running away from it, not seeing it. The Knight of Swords. They want you to, I mean, this is freedom, isn't it? It's freedom. Freedom from feeling that you are not ready for something, that you can't do something. The Knight of Swords is to say, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to give this a go. This is this guy running with his bow and arrow onto this motorbike, which represents freedom. It represents nobody else able to, you know, when you're on a motorbike, you can't really take a phone call. You can't engage with others. You're completely focused on your movement. And that's what Spirit wants you to do. Head forward, focus on where, and freedom to go where you might not be able to go if you weren't on the motorbike. And you've got here the eagle here as well. The momentum that you will create, the joyous momentum now in embracing something, even if you feel that you're just starting out, do it. Take the first step, and the universe will be right there supporting you. There you go, Three of Pentacles. There's the universe supporting you in the creation of something really rather extraordinary. So there we go, my darlings. I'm going to wrap that up. Thank you for listening. Thank you, as ever, for being. This channel would not be a channel if it wasn't for you. And although I don't always reply promptly to all your extraordinary messages, as I've said before, I see them, I read them, I feel them. I'm so grateful. And I love you guys, and thank you. This channel, I know, is now moving into a new chapter. It is evolving, it is changing. I'm not holding on to the old version of it. I'm letting it go the way that it's intended to go, and I'm just along for the ride. And I thank you for being along for the ride with me as well. And we shall see what is part of the next evolvement for this channel. But I've learned to let go of outcomes and to simply love what I do. That is my life's purpose, to love this. And the universe will provide. The universe will provide, my darlings. So much love to you all. I'm looking forward to starting the weeklies again tomorrow. In the meantime, have the rest of a very beautiful Tuesday. Was it June the 20th? And take care. So much love to you. Bye-bye.